What's going on, YouTube? J Nick coming at you for another installment of my vertical gastric sleeve journey. Since I'm riding in the car on the road for work, I figure I kept putting it off, so now's as good a time as any to try and get a quick update in. Good news. Finally was able to get a weight. I had to go to the doctor yesterday for something else. But 2 weeks, 5 days out of surgery, I'm down 20 pounds. So my goal was to have at least 30 the first 30 days and 30 the second month, and then go from there. So I'm on my way to my initial goal, which is a good thing, because I hadn't weighed myself yet, and I knew I was losing. I could tell by the way I was looking. My wife could tell. She'd tell me every day that I was getting skinny. She didn't want me to become a bobblehead. Keep telling her, if I'm a bobblehead, then I was a bobblehead when we got married. But anyway, so some things, some more little tidbits, I guess, hopefully help you all out, anybody that's looking at this, looking for some advice. Diet's going good. I actually feel great. There's only been a couple of things that have irritated my stomach, made my stomach a little uneasy. Mostly everything that I eat. Yogurt is great. Of course, protein shakes are great. Pudding is good with a little protein powder mixed in it. Jello, the soup is still good. What I found, and it's probably just going to be trial and error with you all or whoever's watching this and thinking about having a surgery done, if you just had it. Once you start incorporating the semi-solid and solid food back into your diet, it's going to be a learning experience as to what's going to work for you and what's not. I know the week 3 diet says that we can have, at least from my doctor, said that we can start incorporating scrambled eggs, pureed food, things of that nature. For some reason, the eggs haven't worked for me. And I don't know what it is. I tried it on 2 different occasions, but at least right now, they just don't work. And they go about halfway down, and it's not even the pain that I was having from the hernia repair. It's just like it almost gets stuck at the top of my stomach, right where the opening is. I forgot what the medical term is. But after a few minutes, it'll go down and it'll settle down in my stomach. But it doesn't just go straight down like most things do. One thing that has worked well for me, especially since I'm a meat eater by nature, is canned chicken. Make like a quick chicken salad. I just do the canned chicken with a little bit of relish, season it how I want it, a little bit of mayo. That seems to work. You're not going to be able to eat a lot, so don't even put your mind to it. 1 can of chicken, I think the can is about a 10-ounce can, will last me 2 or 3 days. I could probably eat off of it 4 times at least. That's the one, I guess, good and bad, depending on how you want to look at it with this surgery. You can't eat a lot, so your whole relationship with food is going to change incredibly. And if you're somebody like me that love to eat and enjoy good food, that's going to be the one thing that I definitely got to get used to. But I know as time goes on and stomach heals 100% and my body gets back used to eating and all of that other good stuff, I know there's some things that's going to work out a little bit better. But for right now, my advice would be, especially if you're in the 3rd week of your recovery, even if your doctor says, you can try the eggs. I'm not saying don't try it. It didn't work for me. That doesn't mean it won't work for you. But definitely try the chicken or tuna fish. Anything like that has worked out. I even done egg salad. Took 3 hard-boiled eggs. Like I said, once again, a little bit of relish, little mayo. Broke it up and made like a little quick egg salad. Something that, give me a good shot of protein, but doesn't have all the other stuff we don't need in it. Yeah, the mayo has a little bit of fat, but contrary to popular opinion, fat isn't what makes you fat. So I'm not really worried about the fat in the mayo. I don't use a lot of it anyway. One big piece of advice: drink, and drink some more water. Whether water, the Powerade Zero, G2s, you get the little flavor packets for the water. Drink your water, because it's easy. I found it easier my first week out of surgery to get the fluids that I needed, and I think that's because I was overly concentrating on making sure that I was drinking. Now that I'm on the other side of 90-95% of any discomfort or anything like that, you get back in the habit of sometimes forgetting that you need to drink water throughout the day. And there have been times where it might be TMI, but it is what it is. You might pee in the morning when you wake up. It might be sometime in the afternoon before you realize you gotta piss again. And then you might piss again before you go to sleep. So you done went all day and you might only pee 2 or 3 times. And that's a direct result of not getting enough water in. So make sure you get enough water. Make sure you get enough fluid, some kind of way. Like I said, water, Gatorade, something, soup. Just make sure you're getting the fluids in you. That's my biggest piece of advice right now, because everything's going to change. That your urination habits are going to change. Your bowel movements are going to change. You used to go all the time, all day. That ain't going to happen no more, because you got to remember, you're not eating like you used to. So that's not going to happen. But exercise-wise, I was a bit hurt because I was expecting to be able to start something after the second week, but I got a call from my doctor's office and I was advised to wait a month before I could actually get back in the gym and start lifting again. And for me, that was a bit of a downer, because I'm ready to get back into the gym and start lifting again. Excuse me. Throat dry. But I guess with the fact that you got 4 or 5 holes that they put in your abdominal wall, they want to make sure that everything is healed up before you start throwing weights around the gym, which is cool. So I just try to get my walk in every day. I walk about an hour every day, probably 6 days a week. Even put water bottles, or I put a case of water in a backpack and put it on my back and walked with it just to add some resistance to the walk. Is there anything that I can do to burn some additional calories and get some kind of workout in, get a little sweat going? So another little piece of advice, the walking is great, especially if you have hilly terrain or some inclines or anything around where you live. A good long walk, good hour-long walk every day or 5-6 times a week will get you enough exercise in to get you going until whenever your doctor releases you to hit the gym. I can't wait. I got to the 24th. I'm going to be in the gym on the 25th. So I'm ready. So I think that's probably about it for, I guess, week 2.5/week 3 update. Like I said, everything's going good. Just some minor things. Oh, I know it. I almost forgot. Stay away from anything greasy. I know I read that in my my surgical manual if things that are greasy might irritate you a little bit, or might be hard to swallow, or upset your stomach a little bit. Now, funny thing, and I know I shouldn't have, but I went to KFC, got me some chicken. I figure it's protein, I get me some chicken. It was my splurge. I ain't get anything else, I just got some chicken. Even pulled most of the skin off of the chicken. And I don't know about you, but anytime I buy fried chicken, I put it in the oven for a few minutes. You'll be surprised at how much grease or how much of the oil actually bakes out of the chicken after only about 5 or 10 minutes. So it's not as greasy as it would be had I just been eating it straight out the box. But Friday evening wasn't that bad. Went down pretty okay. Tried another little piece of the same chicken because, of course, couldn't eat the whole thing. Saturday morning, after I went and did my walk, came back, tried to figure I'd eat a little piece of chicken, get a little quick shot of protein in. And I don't know what it was, but it didn't do me good. And I don't necessarily think that it was quote-unquote a dumping syndrome. I just think it took a minute for it to settle into my stomach. Because I didn't feel nauseous. It didn't have any of that. Stomach just felt unsettled and felt a little pressure, you know, like at the base of my esophagus or the origin of my stomach. Like I said, should I have eaten the chicken? I don't know. It's chicken. To me, it's meat. I know they say stay away from fried food, so I said, okay, next time if I'm jonesing for some KFC, I'll get the grilled chicken. But as with everybody going through this, it's a process, it's a learning process. Everybody's experiences are different. It's one of those things, you know, it's trial and error. I tried, it probably was an error. I know not to try again. So, you know, it's because grilled chicken has been fine. Anything on the George Foreman has been good. Just chew everything up very good. You know, chew till you get tired of damn chewing before you swallow anything. And not only that, the good thing about that is you already can't eat a lot. But if you practice chewing your food a lot and extra, and I think I said this in my last video, you'll be surprised at how quick or how much sooner you feel full just by taking the time to chew your food completely like we're supposed to anyway. But just a couple little tidbits, and I think that's it. So, since today is the day before I'm officially 3 weeks out, which would be tomorrow, probably be next week before I do, I guess that'll be my week 4 update, if my timing is right. So I will see you all then. For all of you all that are thinking about doing it, good luck. Get all the information that you can. Make a sound decision. For all of you that have done it, congratulations. The journey's beginning. Good luck on your journey. I feel great, and I hope you feel great too. See y'all next time.